So we will be creating our own quilts inspired by Faith Ringgold. The first thing you need to do is draw 13 lines. I chose to do like straight lines so it makes more like triangles and trapezoids and stuff, but you could certainly do curved lines or any kind of line you want. But you need to do 13 different lines. And the trick here is that you don't want to make your spaces that you create with those lines too small, okay? After that, you are going to color in each of the sections. This is when you might want to break out highlighters if you have them, just to give yourself a lighter color to work from. So I'm choosing different highlighter colors to start, and I'm just filling in the shapes. Make sure that you outline the shape before you color it in. You color in the same direction, and you leave no white spaces because this is going to be super bright and colorful. So the next thing you're going to do is you want to pick out your larger sections and you want to answer the following questions that are on the screen. My favorite season is, if I could be any animal, it would be. My favorite dessert is, when I grow up, I want to be. Now would have been a good time to pause the video so you can take the time to answer the questions, so you can see the questions up on the screen. But all I'm doing is I'm answering each of the questions. I also recommend doing it in pencil first. That way, if you misspell something or you don't get it out right the first time, you can always erase and change it. After I did it in pencil, I went over it with a Sharpie or a marker. After that, that's what I'm doing right now, is I'm sharpieing. After that, you are going to just fill the rest of the sections in your quilt with different patterns. Right now would be a good time to use the pattern idea sheet that I have given you that is posted to Schoology. To use that to give you some ideas on different types of patterns you can use, but you can certainly make up your own too. That's just to help you if you kind of get stuck. So that's pretty much it. And then at the very end, I'm going to show you an optional last step that you may do. So now you can see this is what the completed masterpiece should look like. A few reminders: make sure that you add little stitch marks. If you noticed in the video, between the shapes I added some little short straight lines to make it look like the sections or triangles were actually sewn together. So in case you forgot to do that, make sure you do that. You can do it at any time, so that's good. The optional piece that you can do is you can add a quilted frame around your picture. I'm about to show you what that looks like. When you do your frame, I thought it looked really cool with like patterned paper. So if you're at home and you have some like scrapbook paper or patterned paper, you can use that, cut it up into little squares to frame the picture in. If all that you have is solid colors, you could do it with solid colors too. And you'll notice in my picture, there's actually a spot where my letters, my words, my sentence was really close to the edge in the left-hand side, that yellow triangle. It was too close to the edge, so if I put a border around it, I wouldn't be able to read my words. So if that happens to you, just skip that part in the border. So I just left a gap there so that you could still read my answer to the question. So I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to upload it to Art Sonia, and have a great day.